Alright, hello and welcome to another Marvel Snap deck highlight. So when I was making that mill video yesterday, I was thinking about other decks that utilize Shadow King and Shang really well. And the obvious one to me was Thor. Thor tends to run both Shadow King and Shang, since you can just make sure you play Mjolnir after you Shadow King, therefore you don't have any downsides to it. And it also is a deck that's able to get a decent amount of power out. So it's able to compete with other, generic big thing decks, which I think is a good benefit to the deck as a whole. We have priority. I think I'm just gonna toss Mjolnir in. We can do this actually. I think this makes the most sense. Because we want to Shang next turn, so just leave that as an option for us. And that's what we were waiting for. We have priority. We actually don't want to redraw the Shang. So the Ant-Man's more power than the Shang. But yeah, I mean, easy win. It's still an easy win.
Power must be controlled.
I guess that was the reasoning as to why Shadow King, or why to Shang first. But still a simple win, like I said.
Victory.
But I mean, yeah, I think this just shows the, tech capabilities that the deck has. And if you enjoy these more off-meta brews or sleeper deck picks, consider subscribing for more. We just hit 1250, so, we're growing and every little bit helps, and I appreciate it. Alright, hopping into game number 2. We have Beta Ray Bill into Jane, which isn't bad. Also, we're in like the 90s right now, so I mean, pretty competitive games that we should be experiencing here. This could be really bad. The car could really hurt us here. I wanted to Beta Ray Bill. I want to Beta Ray Bill Bar Sinister. That's fine. Honestly, that's probably for the best. That's super good for us. Super Giant, on the other hand, super not good for us. We'll just Mjolnir this turn. There's no point in us playing the bill out. We can just, because we have the limbo now, we can just wait a turn and tempo everything out one turn later. So we'll just play out Mjolnir. Which is honestly fine, since we don't want the Thor to be Shadow Kingable, since the Shang's already on the board. Red Guardian could be useful here. Probably won't be. We still Jane even though we pulled Stormbreaker because it's deck thinning. Pulling Yellowjacket out gives us a better chance to find Shadow King or Shang, which are two very important cards. Gives us a 50% chance rather than the 40% chance we had before. What? Oh, they basted their Nimrod. Okay. We do this. 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 This.
Victory.
We're gonna fill the whole board. I assume we would have won regardless, and there technically for cube equity there was merit to have not played Jane on 5, because then we could have like baited our opponent in thinking, oh, we don't have Mjolnir or Stormbreaker, even though we already had both. So food for thought. Hopping into game number 3. That's really bad. It's like super not good. Especially with our hand. That location is super awful. Ugh. We can still Shadow King left, which is kind of what it's looking like will happen. Oh man, hopefully we can pull something. Doesn't impact us. It gives us a card at least, which can't hurt. I don't really know what I'm looking at, I'll be honest. Snapped into a rock. We have nothing to Shang, so I don't know that we need to Shang. I guess we do this. I don't know. This ties right or puts us up a little bit right, puts us up a decent amount middle.
We are the future.
It's not really ideal. Oh, that's a huge pull. Didn't matter, but huge pull. And that's why we have Lockjaw, right? To make the big game-winning plays when we need them to. I mean, weird snap though. Like their playline's just Magneto, right? I don't know. All right, hopping into game number 4. We have a decent hand with 2 tech and a Thor. We're drawing small cards, which I don't hate, but I also don't love.
Opponent snapped.
We have Shadow King, which is good into Surtur.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Question comes to if we pull Shang or not. If the answer is no, we can fish some stuff in Lockjaw and hope for the best. We have a pretty good hand here, in all honesty. That's less ideal. This will pull out our Wasp. If we pull Shang, I think we're in a good position. If we pull... That's so bad, actually.
All systems go.
It's actually just so bad. I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to Yellowjacket middle. I don't think I wanted to Yellowjacket middle because I want the 1 extra power so that way he can contest 10 power cards. Yeah, I don't love that. Don't love that at all.
Mjolnir, to me.
Two-man Scar. Oh. No. Oh, that's so heart-wrenching. I knew about that Hulkbuster interaction too. I found that out on the first day when I was messing around with weird decks because his text is like kind of funky in my opinion. So I figured there was like weird ways to abuse it. I knew Hulkbuster was one of them. It's just the Cosmo that frickin' screwed us. That's like my one thing I hate about running into these decks is they just all run Cosmo. So like even if you aren't trying to tech them, like it's just so hard to do anything into them. Alright, hopping into the last one. Hopefully we can get a good hand to end it on. We have Jane, we just need to pull a Thor in the next 2 pulls. So, you know, not the best odds. I guess next 3 pulls. So not the best odds, it's almost a 50% chance. Well, we hit it. And that's what matters. We're gonna Jane into Crimson Cosmos. And then probably Thor right because Thunderbolt Tower is just awful. We're gonna, if we have priority, we're gonna turn off the Morbius immediately. I'm still going to do it because my brain says that there's not a discard card with less than 2 power on it. So unless they go Blade, Calling Wing, we're connecting. Okay. We are all good. Alright, we'll do one more. Alright, the last one, but like for realsies this time. Dream Dimension is the worst. Now we just don't get to play Jane if we pull her. It doesn't matter when TVA rears its ugly head. Well, at least we get a Red Guardian and hit something. Do we Thor in the, like, just biggest copium that we pull Mjolnir next turn? Like, oh man. I think it's funnier to do that.
Face the might of Asgard.
Mjolnir. Give me Lockjaw plus a Mjolnir.
Opponent snapped.
I don't know what they could have. I have not a clue what they could have. I'm living on a high right now that I just pulled Mjolnir. I don't care. I'll lose. It's fine. I'll lose happy knowing at least I pulled Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, to me.
Ah. Wait. What? What? I mean, I guess it didn't matter, right? If they hang middle, they still lose because we win right left. Interesting playline. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, let me know, subscribe for future deck highlights, and I'll see you in the next one.